Welcome to this explainer. Look, let's just dive right into it, because today we're tackling something that literally affects almost every educator on the planet. I'm talking about the sheer, overwhelming stress of daily lesson planning. You know the drill, right? You're working incredibly hard to build meaningful lessons. You genuinely want to reach every single student in your beautifully diverse classroom. But let's be real, the massive volume of different needs, it leaves you feeling totally drained. Well, today we're unpacking a highly structured visual approach called chunking lesson plans. And the big promise here, less stress for you and significantly better instruction for your students. To really grasp why chunking is a game changer, we first got to look at the core problem. So picture a typical lesson with me. You start with a crystal clear objective. You explain the concept, but then you see it. A few students have that dreaded glazed look. So because you care, you explain it again. You throw in another example. Suddenly, you are caught in what we'll call the direct teach trap. 25 minutes have vanished, you're still talking, some kids are still lost. And that brings up the big question on our screen right now. What were the capable students doing during those extra 15 minutes? Well, chances are they were bored, checking out, or just getting frustrated. This image right here perfectly captures that exhausting 25-minute trap. It doesn't matter who you are, a brand new teacher, a veteran, male, female, from any background, standing at that board trying to reach everyone all at once is exhausting. When we expand whole class direct instruction in this desperate attempt to make sure everyone gets it, we're actually shrinking the most crucial part of the lesson, the practice time. We burn ourselves out, and frankly, we still aren't reaching the kids who are struggling the most. And hey, let's be completely real about why we fall into this trap. It's the inclusive classroom reality. Just look at this list. In a single room, you're teaching kids reading, way above and way below grade level. You've got students with IEPs or ADHD, English learners, gifted students desperate for enrichment, and kids who just flat out learn differently. Some need to move around, some need pin drop silence. Trying to accommodate this massive variety of needs all at once in a single, long, whole class lecture, that is exactly why lesson planning feels like climbing Mount Everest. It's just physically impossible to meet all these needs with one long talk. Education expert Susan Fitzell actually hit the nail on the head regarding the root of this problem. Look at this quote. She says the 25-minute lecture happens because we are trying to solve individual learning needs with whole class teaching. Wow, that is the massive epiphany right there. We are inadvertently failing both our struggling students and our gifted students by relying on endless whole class instruction. You just can't fix an individual hurdle by talking louder or longer to the entire room. Section 1. The shift, the 10-minute core cage. So to make this shift, let's get one thing straight. We do not need to water down our instruction, and we certainly aren't lowering the bar. We just need to change the physical structure of the lesson itself. And the absolutely crucial point is this number right here, 10. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of direct teaching, done well, is incredibly powerful. But here's the catch. After that 10 minutes, you have to stop. No matter how many glazed looks you see in the back row, you just stop. Because stopping isn't abandoning them. It's actually transitioning to a phase where you can finally, genuinely help them. Now, a core teach is not shallow, okay? It is highly focused and deeply intentional. The anatomy of a 10-minute core teach is all about zooming in. Let's say you're teaching genre. You give one essential concept, like what is genre? You provide a super simple definition, 3 clear examples, a quick visual organizer, and 1 quick check for understanding. Boom, that's the whole shebang. You have to resist the urge to explain every possible detail and exception at once. You are just giving them the launch pad. Check out how this literally shifts your classroom time. Before chunking, you had 25 minutes of teacher explaining, leaving maybe, 10 minutes of rushed, chaotic practice? But look at the after chunking breakdown. By rigidly capping that core teach at 10 minutes, your practice time instantly expands to 10 or more minutes of targeted practice, grouping, and active learning. The class period fundamentally changes to meet those individual needs we talked about. Section 2. The methodology. Day 1. Mixed ability groups. Okay, so how do we actually put this into practice on, say, a random Monday? Here is a fantastic visual handout straight from the source material breaking down a 40-minute chunk of time on day 1. You kick things off with a quick 5-minute warm-up, right? And then, bam, you jump straight into that 10-minute core teach we just broke down. And here's a pro tip. Teach it as if you're talking to 5 capable students in a small group. You're just launching the concept. Right after that core teach, you immediately roll into step 2, which is 10 minutes of mixed ability groups. We're talking high, middle, and low learners mixed together with a maximum group size of 4, doing guided practice. Then step 3 is a quick 5-minute whole class pullback.
This is where you clarify and answer questions based on what you just observed during group time. And finally, step 4 is a 5-minute exit card assessment. Listen, this exit card, it is pure gold. It gives you immediate, highly actionable data on exactly who got the concept and who's still in the weeds. Section 3, the methodology. Day 2, same ability groups. Now, day 2 is where the absolute magic of true stress-free differentiation happens, and it's all based on those exit cards you collected yesterday. Instead of jumping into another big lecture today, you do a quick 5-minute warm-up, maybe students pair up to share homework results, and then you immediately use your first big chunk of time to break the class into same ability groups. So step 1 is literally just using those exit cards to form your groups. Step 2 is 10 minutes of same ability grouping, and this is huge. While you, the teacher, provide highly targeted intervention to the specific group that actually needs it, the other groups are practicing or accelerating. Then comes step 3, a quick 5-minute pullback to review. And only then, in step 4, do you roll out a 10-minute new core teach for the next concept. You see what happened? You've essentially flipped the script. You prioritize targeted help right out of the gate. Section 4, supporting every learner, how chunking meets diverse needs. Okay, let's look closer at that day 2 same ability group time, because 3 totally distinct goals are happening simultaneously here. Slice 1 is your intervention and reteach group. That's you working directly with the kids who need you the most. But what about everyone else? Well, Slice 2 is your practice group, where they're just solidifying their skills. And Slice 3, that's the acceleration group. These are your early finishers, your experts. Instead of sitting there bored out of their minds while you reteach the whole class, they might be creating a skit, doing a web quest, or building a memory strategy to teach the rest of the class later. Literally, no one is bored and no one is left behind. The main takeaway from the source material here is so clear. Stop abandoning students to long lectures. When you cut your direct teach off at 10 minutes, you are absolutely not leaving the struggling kids to fend for themselves. Actually, it's the exact opposite. You are moving them into a precise structure, like a small group setting with a teacher. Any teacher, regardless of background, who is freed up to actively assessed, so you can actually help them effectively. Section 5. Less stress. Better planning. Reclaiming your time. This chunking framework drastically reduces the mental load of trying to be everything to everyone all at once. And the source material gives some incredibly practical, low-pressure advice on how to get started. You do not have to overhaul your entire curriculum overnight. Please don't do that. Just start with 2 days a week. Use consecutive days like Tuesday and Wednesday for your day 1 and day 2 flows. You definitely want to avoid the Friday to Monday gap so that initial instruction isn't lost over the weekend. Oh, and if you teach in long 80-minute blocks, just split them in half. Treat the first 40 minutes as day 1 and the second 40 minutes as day 2. Super simple. The ultimate takeaway from all of this is right here. Plan once for access, not endless reteaching. You do not need 3 separate, incredibly detailed lesson plans for one single class period. You just don't. You need one structured, chunked plan, a plan that naturally creates the time and space for every single learner to access the material at their own pace, all while giving you the breathing room to actually, teach. Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder. Think about your own energy levels at the end of a long teaching day. Think about your most advanced students and your most struggling students. So how will your classroom change when you stop explaining and start chunking? I highly encourage you to take these ideas, try out that strict 10-minute rule tomorrow, and just watch how your classroom transforms. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy teaching.